Alright, YouTube, it's November 12th, 2012, and I just want to cover a couple stories going around YouTube yesterday. We all know about the massive explosion in Indiana. Now, this article, I seen a video on this yesterday. Massive explosion reported after CIA drone targets Indianapolis. Now, I'm trying to confirm if there's any truth to this or not. As you know, I don't like to bring you something that is not true. And that's dated November 11th, 2012. This website here, where everyone's getting their information from, I don't know a lot about, and that's what troubles me as well. I don't know a whole lot about this website. I don't know if it's credible or not. But the story goes, a chilling report circulating in the Kremlin this afternoon, released by the Aerospace Defense Forces, states that Cosmos 2479 detected the firing of two AGM-114 Hellfire missiles from MQ-1 Predator drone yesterday being operated by the CIA over the United States city of Indianapolis that resulted in a massive explosion, and from local U.S. media reports resulted in at least 2 deaths. And this is supposedly coming by a Sorcha fall, and as reported to her Western subscribers. So this is coming out of Russia, I believe. Cosmos 2479 is an early warning satellite launched in 2012 as part of the KVO's OCO program and monitors the U.S. from geostationary orbit for all possible threats, including the tracking of American airspace for U.S. Air Force and CIA fighter jets, bombers, and drones. The CIA's MQ-1 Predator drones, equipped with 2 fearsome AGM-114 Hellfire missiles, have been described as President Obama's weapon of choice, and are currently most noted for bringing to Pakistan the same horror that Hitler's doodlebugs inflicted on London during World War II. Now, according to this report, after the firing of these drone missiles, 2 distinct trajectories were recorded which were near simultaneously countermanded by countermeasures employed by an AN-ALQ-99 airborne electronic warfare system aboard a U.S. Air Force EA-6B Prowler electronic warfare aircraft that had been dispatched from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to track the CIA drone that had apparently deviated from its assigned flight track. Most ominous in this VKO report is its stating that the intended targets of these Hellfire missiles were the U.S. Army Resource Services and the U.S. Defense Finance and Accounting Service, both located in Indianapolis, Indiana. The PPBES is tasked with overseeing critical mandated and or scientific U.S. defense and Army-wide programs, including foreign currency, fluctuating accounts, individual ready reserve mobilization of American armed forces, and is responsible for the evacuation of civilians in case of threats to the United States. The DFAS pays all U.S. Defense Department military and civilian personnel, retirees, and annuities, as well as major Department of Defense contractors and vendors. DFAS also supports customers outside the office of the President, outside the office of the DOD in support of electronic government initiatives. These customers include the Executive Office of the President, the Environmental Protection Agency, the Department of Energy, the Department of Veterans Affairs, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the Broadcasting Board of Governors. Should the attack on either the PPBES or the DFAS been successful, VKO analysts in this report say the U.S. military establishment would have suffered a critical blow. At the same time, it is managing multiple wars across the globe, along with growing evidence of an internal power struggle between it and the newly re-elected President Obama. Important to note is that this attack likewise comes within hours of Obama toppling one of the top generals believed to be leading the coup against him, and we had detailed in our previous report titled Obama Topples Top Coup Leader After Washington Gun Battle. As we have noted in that report, the toppling by Obama of General David Petraeus matched other top U.S. military leaders he has purged in the past 3 weeks, and which include Rear Admiral Charles M. Gowett, U.S. Army General Carter Ham, Brigadier General Jeffrey A. Sinclair, and U.S. Navy Commander Joseph E. Darlak. To how powerful the explosion was when these Hellfire missiles hit the ground in Indianapolis, we can't read, in part as reported by the local WTHR.com news service, and which says, and it goes on to explain a little bit more. So what they're saying is that these were Hellfire missiles that landed, were shot, and they are what caused the explosion in Indianapolis. And I don't really know how much stake to put into all this, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Anyway, I don't know how reliable this website here is at all, but something to bring to your attention, something so you can do your own educated research. I'll be back. I do not, I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. I don't believe they were Hellfire missiles that hit Indiana, but I mean, I could be wrong, and this article could be, in fact, right. It's something to keep an eye on. Leave me comments.